Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Throwback Thursday.
I'm giddy.
Part 6 of our journey through the Lord of the Rings TCG, a 2002 classic from Decipher, one of the greatest card game making companies in all of history.
Card game making companies. That's a great.
I mean,
a bit of a mouthful.
Is there a better way to define that?
No.
They really, truly are. Star Wars TCG. Star Wars. No, that wasn't TCG. Star Trek. Wars. We have the Lord of the Rings TCG. I mean, the hits just keep on coming.
What else? They did a big one. They didn't do Wheel of Time. We're gonna play Wheel of Time next week. We're missing a big one here.
There's a lot of them. Hold on.
Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
They also did Fight Club.
Oh, that's not one that we
just
necessarily
kidding.
remember.
Okay, here we go. You ready? They did Star Wars CCG.
Yeah.
They did Star Trek CCG.
That's right.
They did the Young Jedi collectible card game.
We still haven't played that, have we?
I have it, though. We will play it. They did the Austin Powers collectible card game.
Who
they did the Jedi Knights trading card game.
Okay.
They did.
Have you played that one?
I have played it, yep. It's pretty good. They did... Did they do Hack?
Dot Hack?
Dot Hack?
Did you say it on there?
Yeah, Dot Hack Enemy. They did Wars.
Yeah.
They did Mega Man, I think.
Pour one out for Decipher. Truly one of the great titans of history.
You know.
What's up, Tim?
Embezzlement and then Fight Club and then off to the races. But anyways, if you're new to this series, this is a totally fine place to start.
Dude, just realms the ElfLords. I've been thinking about this all morning. I've been super excited about playing this old deck.
Tell me why you're so excited.
Well, it's because it's a different deck. It's like it's all the elves. They're all blue, which I like a lot, and it's going to be a totally different experience of running a fellowship. Hopefully to the end of the map. I also feel.
My hope is that you don't run my fellowship out of town again.
Yeah, I feel like my shadow side is strong. Like it's pretty straightforward, like Moria archery stuff, which I have to imagine was super popular back in the day. But I've just got a ton of these elf allies, which is exciting to me. We pulled an Elrond, which is awesome.
What's the subtitle?
Got a lot of healing. A Herald to Gil-galad, or Gil-galad. At the start of each of your turns, you may spot an ally whose home is site 3 to heal that ally twice, and then you can exert Elrond twice to heal a companion. So there's a lot of healing in the deck. It's just going to be like, I don't know, it feels more graceful than my previous attempts.
Elfier, now that we're in the realm of the ElfLords.
And I feel like I know what I'm doing.
We have played a couple times now. And you built a couple decks and started to understand some things. Robin of Locksley, there he is.
And Lothari actually saying correctly because he is 2-0 up and looking forward to the clean sweep.
I mean,
referring to Van, I assume. There he is. Finally get the sup, fellas.
I had to get Steven into the game by giving him a couple of these dubs.
Yeah, that's important.
But really, though, you are 2-0, so I need to avenge that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing the best. I was playing the best stuff in the Fellowship. Like I think the Fellowship had to be very strong to answer what the Moria stuff was doing, what the orcs were doing in Site 5.
One really cool thing I like about this game that we're showing off here, we're both really excited because we have our Free People's side of the deck got very different than it was previously. But my minion side hasn't changed. I mean, it has changed some. But like you really on that half, it's like you have two halves of a deck, right?
Yeah.
And so one might be working really well, and then you keep tweaking the other side. And then they do interplay a little bit. Like one that lets you filter through cards faster and get to the right Free People's cards and stuff is kind of interesting. But anyways, I think that's a cool. You don't often get that where half the deck stays similar.
Yeah.
And it's the kind of thing where technically like. I remember back in the day, you'd figure out half the one side or the other, and then start pairing it with other stuff just to see how it would go. And if you could if you have a fast fellowship, you want to just slow down the other side.
Yeah, just constantly be putting out stuff that makes them not want to go twice.
And some people just went really slow as the fellowship and were really hardy, and then they really were trying to just nuke you on the other side.
Yeah, the two played together. It's just such a really cool tension between the two sides of the deck. So I can't wait. We may get 2 games in. We'll see how quickly. Sometimes in this game, you just get wrecked. Yeah. Like first, like Site 3, Site 4. Yeah, it does happen to Zach, especially.
Quick question, really quick. I know there's official rules on this. We're gonna do the bid mechanic again today. It is relevant. I think whoever wins the bid chooses who goes first.
There was somebody told us explicitly how this works. They choose who goes first, and then the first player chooses the site. Is that right?
I think the first player. I think you play at the first player's first site.
You play at the first player's first site.
Yeah, so if I win the bid and I decide to make you go first, I think we play on your side.
Okay. Yeah, let us know if that's wrong, everybody. Robin, this is really cool, saying y'all's Thursday streams has got me watching the movies, which I haven't seen in like 5 years. Seeing you type y'all makes me know that you're from around here, so that's very nice.
The movies are worth seeing.
Yeah, they're good.
I'm a big fan.
They really didn't let the books down, which is all. They have to not let the books down, but they actively were also good.
Honestly, it's a miracle.
At the same time, yeah.
The more I've seen adaptations, the more, as a book reader of Lord of the Rings, that I'm pleased with the movies is like amazing.
Yeah,
it's truly incredible.
Pretty impressive.
It's just so hard to express on a screen what you get out of a book.
Yeah, the human imagination.
Yeah,
let free. Van asking, how do you like my idea on the 3-by-3 TC playmat? We sent out a thing on the community today. Do you remember Van's idea?
Not particularly. No. Sorry, Van. What? I may not have even checked it yet.
That's why Zach's running the show. Just keeping it honest.
I can tell you, I sent a lot of feedback over to Steven, who was the person primarily interested in the answers to that question.
That's right. Super Dave, first game I've had a chance to check out live. Pumped. Super Dave, glad to have you. I think it's secretly Alex Davey also.
That'd be funny. I do think he played this.
Of course he did.
Back in his day.
Of course he did. Anybody worth their salt was playing this at some point, right?
Noi saying, Zach, you picked up the boxes cheap? Question mark. Where I live, you can't get boxes under 150. Yeah, I mean, I slid right in there with this and the Star Wars TCG and the Star Wars CCG and the Middle-earth CCG. I remember at the time, I picked up those challenge decks. I think I saw them on like a Facebook group for like $80. Mm-hmm. 10 fully playable Middle-earth CCG decks.
That's awesome.
And the last I checked, they were like $250, $300 for that same stack. So I feel very fortunate I got in before the boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You did it. Congratulations. That's what you want to do. Van saying that having it signed by us. I mean, that's on the table, I guess. I don't... It doesn't feel...
Yeah, a lot of people are actually saying that, interestingly. It doesn't feel quite...
It doesn't feel quite right, does it? It's like selling ourselves in that kind of a way. I mean, we'll sign anything just for free.
You just got to be at the same place as us.
Yeah, maybe that's
flesh and blood.
Sell the playmat, but then we'll sign anything, of course. Probably not anything, right? Disclaimer.
Tyler, there is a Facebook group for the Lord of the Rings TCG. Just search Lord of the Rings TCG.
He's saying that there is. It's not a question, it's a statement.
Oh, is there? Yeah. I do think I'm mildly dyslexic, honestly.
Aren't we all? Once we get to a certain age, I think we all are.
All right, I need to know who's going first because it determines my starting fellowship.
Yeah, okay, so what do we put these baubles in the bauble spot, and then we can bid how many?
I think Black's Twilight, technically. So you bid these.
And then we put these on a ring bear, and then they can die.
We both have Frodo, Reluctant Adventurer. And
I love these things.
The beads, they're really nice. They're very tactile. Resistance is 10, you see? So technically, you can have 10 of these things on Frodo before he goes insane and gets corrupted. Yeah. So you could hypothetically bid 9.
And people did that, I think, at a certain point.
I don't know. These look great. I got some new beads in. All right, let me see. But you want to go top down so they can see this happen?
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd leave your beads on the table. We both know you ain't got no beads in there.
Right?
Yeah. Wow.
5.
5 is like the key number, too, for all my Nazgul to trigger.
You know why? I didn't know that. But you know why? Because I can't let you start at the Prancing Pony.
Yeah.
Because I can't get an Aragorn. It's too much value loss.
My first location is Prancing Pony. So my plan was, if we get a start there, I start with the 4 hobbits and I go get Aragorn. If I don't have that, I start with Aragorn.
Yeah, like you've got like ideas and stuff, so I gotta shut that down.
Also, in case anyone was not here last week and didn't get to witness the glory, opened Aragorn Heir of the White City, and I'm very pleased about it. So you're going first, and it's your starting location. Now, I've gone first both times I've lost.
So if I lose, it's because I went first, not because I'm bad.
Yes, precisely.
Ooh, I like it, man. You're really having to work for it today, aren't we? Got sidewinding. Okay. Look at that. Look at that starting fellowship, though.
That's Arwen.
Lady Undamil. Well, you can spot 3 elven allies whose home is Site 3. Each minion skirmishing Arwen is -3 strength. So we got to get there quick.
So good.
Legolas, Prince of Mirkwood. Archer, while skirmishing Nazgul, Legolas is strength +3. And of course, Frodo's Frodo.
All right, Chris asking what happened with the beads. So we each bid, technically up to 10. Whoever is higher, you put that many of those blue tokens on your ring bearer, and those are burdens.
Do you have to take them even if you lose?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty sure.
That's probably fair. I like that.
Yeah.
So like you start with Aragorn and I start with Arwen and Legolas. This is great. It's already great.
And
Don't
then
kill me, please.
our heroes, our ring bearer, Frodo, Reluctant Adventurer, we each have the same one. Has resistance 10. You'll see that in the card text. So can have up to 10 of those tokens before they get corrupted by the ring. So Steven's halfway home.
Yeah, I'm choosing to go first so that we use my sight, right?
Yeah.
The green dragon in.
So let's center it. This is the center.
Oh, right.
It makes sense, actually. This math's really helpful.
You can actually move your companions up.
Well, you were so close to me. I just had to.
We only need that little space for baddies, right?
Do that. All right.
All right, 8.
8 it is.
See, it'd be really. Do you get a mulligan here?
I don't think so. I think we're just
Like if you
stuck.
draw Sam here, it's a bummer, right?
Strictly.
I drew Sam. Literally the first card I drew. All that bidding for nothing.
All right. It'll be purple. I'll be orange.
Wow. So there's no mulligan, you're sure?
I mean, your bidding did prevent me from getting 3 hobbits out right here.
Yeah. So there is no mulligan? Like if I draw almost all shadow cards, that's something I have to live with?
I was actually thinking this morning that going first, obviously you're in the lead on the race. Going second, you get your locations, but you also have such a higher likelihood of having good fellowship cards because I get a chance to play my shadow cards on turn 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as I can tell, there's no mulligan. Joe says, yes, you can mold down to 6. What does down to 6 mean? Oh, you mulligan and draw 6.
And draw up to 6. You can mulligan everything down, so you can have 6 cards that you can tuck and draw. Is that true?
Say what?
So you take 6 of your opening
I think
hand,
you mulligan the whole thing.
and you only get 6 back.
Yeah, but you always draw back up at the end of the turn, so you don't have anything good to play anyway.
I've only got Sam, so I probably should do that, right?
You shuffle back in and draw 6.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
These decks are too big to shuffle nicely, so now I've got to
I have to like sub shuffle. That's what I was doing.
doing one side and the other side.
All right.
Okay, ditch all, redraw 6, easy. Okay, so the key is don't draw Sam again, and then draw any other fellowship cards.
Yep.
Okay. Like elves. I would like elves.
Cite 6
Please
elves. Right?
take elves.
Elrond, etc.
Elvrond. These original dragon shields, let me tell you, they really do smush together.
Like bread.
It's crazy.
Like wet bread.
You wish it was like wet bread. It's actually much harder. Okay, here we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, come on. Well, that's fine. Okay, fine. We'll play it. Okay, first things first. Exert a hobbit. Play Sam. Is it okay?
Yeah,
Frodo's gonna die, right? Is this true?
Maybe.
You get 2 Twilight for that?
Let's go. What's my location 2 even?
I'm gonna pay 2 for Sally Beth.
Really?
Yeah.
Sail Beth?
Sally Beth.
Sally Beth is hilarious.
Play spot an elf, which I can do twice. Exert to make an Uruk-hai strength -1. So I have 1 home 3 elf. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let's put Sam next to Frodo, right?
They're buddies.
Get these buds together. Let's get these buds together.
Grab a bud.
Okay. So you've got 4, and Let's travel.
Okay. So my site 2 is not the principal. Weathertop, which is 3 Twilight. Plus you have 4 companions. And then the text says each Nazgul Weathertop is fierce. Don't worry about it. So what is this? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Uh-oh. So we got the Shadow Phase.
And I don't get any cards, right? I don't get to new cards?
Not yet. Interesting. Okay. Let's play an Uruk Savage. He is, so bottom left there's a 5 on that like navigational looking one. So if the location of Weathertop, which is location 2, is lower than the 5, he's roaming, so I'm going to have to pay 2 extra resources. Cost being the top left, so 2, plus he's roaming 4. Then I'm going to play an Uruk-hai Raiding Party, cost 4.
So you didn't get any Nazgul?
Plus he's roaming, so we'll pay 2. And I've got 1 Twilight floating.
1 scary Twilight.
Yeah, so I'll pass the Shadow Phase. We'll go to the, let me pull it up. Maneuver Phase. If you have any maneuver actions, this is when you would use those. I don't.
No.
Then we go to the Archery Phase. Do you have any archers?
I have 1 archer.
All right, so I have to assign a wound to a character.
That's right, Legolas getting you from the top ropes.
Let's put 1 here. And then we'll go to the assignment phase. So you get to assign these to characters of your choice, and then they'll fight.
This is hard, dude. That Uruk Raiding Party is insane.
When you don't have everything set up, yeah.
I think Sam's just going to die.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an option.
If he goes in there and Defender +1s and takes them both, and they overwhelm him and he dies, it's the end of the situation, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what are my other options here?
I mean, you can technically block with like Legolas or Arwen and hope I don't have a pump.
That would just take them right off the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
I mean, probably not 0.
It's greater than 0, yeah, but it's not 100% either. I'll tell you.
But like, if you do, though, you know? I mean, I could exert old Sally Beth twice to give -2 to an Uruk-hai. But like, you go to 7, I come in at 6.
Those are pretty good odds. I mean, I have to get to 12 to kill you.
But I still take 2 damage.
Yeah, but then next turn you go to stage 3 and then you'll heal it.
Mm-hmm. I can't risk Arwen. She's too awesome.
I agree.
Okay.
That ally makes me think that you should assign 1 to Legolas.
And 1 to Sam, I think.
Yeah. Now you could block the 5. It's only 5 strength.
Mm-hmm.
So like technically, if you're blocking with Arwen too,
you
could resolve Arwen first to make sure I don't have tricks to like nuke her.
This is good. These are good ideas.
Yeah. Because she's currently winning that fight, right?
Yeah. And most of the pumps give you +2 or +4, right?
On your side, a lot of my pumps are +3.
Okay.
Like I think that's how they do the math. It's like 2, but conditional 4 for most heroes.
Now, yeah, let's do it. Now I get 5 free heals
on location 3.
Because like, you know, Sam, he blocks 3 to 5. I've got a couple of -2s that I could throw at you. I've got a -2, -2. So even if you go to 8, I take you to 6. You're still double. All right, we made the right decision. Let's see what the elves can do.
All right. So we assigned.
I want
to skirmish.
Arwen first.
You choose where to resolve first. Okay, you get first action.
None.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll take a 1.
That's right. Defended.
That easy.
Consider it.
Then we go here. You get first action.
Pass.
I'll also pass. You take 2.
All right.
All right. Now you have a fateful choice. First, before you do though, I have to make a decision. The regroup phase. I'm going to discard a card, and then I draw back up to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you have the choice
I'm not moving.
to move again.
No, there's no way I'm moving.
I agree with you. Okay, so you don't move.
Yeah.
My Twilight resets. These things go to the discard pile.
And then what happens to me?
You can discard 1 card if you want, and then you draw back up to 8.
If I have the Balrog in my hand, there's no way to put it back in the deck?
I'm pretty sure.
Can you play it from discard?
You can't, unfortunately. No.
Oh, come on. So I gotta hold it the whole time?
Man. Yeah, that's a decision you get to make.
I can't do that. I can't hold it the whole time.
It's too much value,
It's
right?
too dead. It's dead for like 4 turns, that slot in my hand? No way.
And then I race to like site 5 this turn.
Okay, so I discard how many? What happens?
You can discard up to 1.
I discard 1 card and redraw?
And then you draw back up. Moral of the story is don't play bad cards.
Like the Balrog.
Yeah, that would be a bad card.
Do I have to hold this the whole time? You gotta get to... So you go... And let's say you push.
Let's just say, hypothetically, someone has an upgrade. I don't think there's any rules in this game to pass that to someone else later, right? Asking for a friend.
Okay, and this says play the Balrog from your draw deck or hand. -6. Draw deck or hand. Well, I suppose there's no reason to...
And my axe.
Okay. Well, we'll keep it around. We'll keep it around here. Reinforcements. Yeah. No, we're not. It's gone. Can't do it. Oh my gosh! Come on though. Ah.
Okay, nice.
All right, we'll ditch that one.
You can pass items from one character to another. You just have to pay the Twilight cost again during your fellowship phase. All right. I'm going to go ahead and exert Frodo and go get my boy, Sammy.
Oh, yes. Come on. That's the deck I'm talking about right there.
Where you at, Sam? Oh my goodness, he was the top card of my deck. We were so close to having to mulligan earlier.
This game gets weirder as you have to decide if the things in your hand that are conditionally good later are worth holding on to until you get there.
Truth. Habu's saying, now I gotta rewatch the trilogy. Can you just send a message to New Line Cinema and tell them that view count is from us? They can give us some of those fictitious dollars. Alright. We got Sam, the proper poet. Look at this. This is beautiful. We're going to play Arwen, the Elven Rider.
Come on.
One of the notable things about this Arwen is that she has this keyword Ranger. So there are cards that trigger off of, playing.
They call that an unloaded keyword in the business?
Yes.
It's just for reference, basically.
We're going to go ahead and put the flaming brand on.
Now you have the greatest opening I've ever seen. Now, what is this about?
I wouldn't say greatest ever.
You got Aragorn with the...
It is good, though, yeah. I mean, it's really good against Nazgul. You don't have any Nazgul.
That's right, yeah.
So, here we are. Then I'm going to pay 1 for the Shield of Boromir.
Oh, come on.
The archery total is -1. And then if Boromir has it, that's why I was asking if I could pass it. Can he hold on to it for his friend and then pass it to him later? We'll see. Let's just keep on rolling. I'm going to play Denadal. It's an ally. Look at that. I'm giving you all the Twilight. Hope you have a good hand. During the regroup phase, I can exert Denadal to remove 2 Twilight from the Twilight pool. I'm not saying that I'm going to be trying to move fast this game, but I am going to be trying to move fast.
Seems like you're on the sprint.
Okay. Then I will go to the end of that phase. I have to move. Aragorn's ability triggers. Each time the Fellowship moves during the Fellowship phase, I remove 2 Twilight. But then I have 4 companions.
You didn't move during the Fellowship phase, though.
I just did.
Oh, okay. It's not the second move.
That's right.
It's
It's only
move.
the first
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
So 4 because I have 4 companions. 3 because that's the location. So you're working with 12 Twilight.
Okay, and archery, does it cancel out, or is it 1 and 1? Like I do 1, you do 1. If there's an archer,
1 and 1.
1 and 1.
I don't
have the
a
shield.
I don't have an archer. I just make archery -1.
Right.
This is an archer, but only at site 3.
Okay. You have anything that does 2 damage to things? You don't have any damage plus out there, do you?
Not presently.
Come on now. And I get to... Okay. Okay. Let's play an Archer Commander, which is a bummer, but you know, you're not going to do much here. 4 plus 2, right? For roaming. I'm going to pay 3 for They Are Coming. I'm going to start setting up my late game.
That old thing starts the game in play. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll pass it on over.
Okay. Maneuver, etc., etc. I'll go ahead and assign to Aragorn. I'm currently at 9.
Yeah.
And we'll see what you do.
I'm gonna. You got to pass or
I'll
not?
pass.
Yeah.
I'll pass. You take
as
one.
well, yeah.
Well, yeah, you take one. Then we go to the regroup phase. You go first, so you can discard and draw back up to 8, and then I have to make my choice.
Okay, I will discard and draw back up to 8. Oh, can this Balrog really stay in my hand this whole time? Can we really do that? I got a pincer. I've got Asphaleth on the one side, which gets discarded at the underground. So I gotta wait till site 6 for that one. And I got Balrog, I gotta wait till site 5.
Yeah, you almost just can't.
You almost just can't. I agree. I'll discard 2 good cards and hold on to the conditional ones.
You can only discard 1.
Okay.
But if I move again, you'll have another chance to do this. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Spot Elrond or 2 elf. Well, I don't have 2 elf allies, so that's... And then I drop to 8.
Yeah. All right. So I am gonna move again.
Whoa. Really?
But I have a response to that move happening.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna play We Must Go Warily. If the Fellowship moves in the regroup phase, exert a Gondor companion, a man, to make each minion's Twilight cost +2 until the next regroup phase.
Okay. That's good for you.
Yeah, so it's now your location that's going to come out. We're doing a little hop, skip, and jump. This is the first time we've had it on the stream.
My 3 is Rivendell Valley. Playing elf to draw a card.
All right, so I move here. I have 4 companions.
When do you heal?
There's 0 at the start of the turn. You start at one of these things. So if you do a double move past it, you don't get to heal.
Okay.
Playing elf to draw a card. Okay. So I gave you the 4 Twilight from my move. Aragorn's ability does not trigger because this is not during the Fellowship phase. And then during this turn, your minions cost +2. And if they're roaming, obviously +4.
Yeah.
Players Council says, yeah, it's always rotten to draw the Balrog. Better to keep him in the deck where you can pull him. Yeah. That's where like some of the the dwarf cards that put stuff on the bottom.
Yeah, it actually makes sense.
Are really handy.
Okay. Well, let's see. You've got the goods there.
I do have Archery 1 now.
Oh, because you're at home? Why is that? He's home 6, isn't he?
Oh, home 6. I thought it was home 3.
Okay.
Not in Archery yet.
What else? Okay, you're gonna have to work for it.
I should have used that. It's cool.
Man, this is like impossible. All right, 3 plus 2 for your stupid card. Heal one of my things.
+2 for your roaming.
He's not roaming. He's a 3. Oh, it's a 4.
The number.
Okay. They're all 4s. I see. Okay, that's me. That's the end of it.
Still kind of scary.
Well, this is no archery because of the shield, right? And then, yeah, now you got these 2 things coming on.
All right. Let's go this guy here, this guy here.
Okay.
So we'll resolve Aragorn first. I'll pass.
Pass.
You take Goon. Resolve this one. I'm at 6.
Pass.
I'll pass. I'll take 1.
Yeah.
And then
It's not going to get healed, right?
Yeah. Then I will pass to end phase. So
Okay. Also passing.
these guys clear.
Do they go away? Yeah.
They go. Then we can each discard and draw back up, and then it'll be your turn.
Discard 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, Elrond, come on. Where are you? Over to me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's put... Wait, how does... Oh, Legolas is hurt, yeah. Pay 2 for Counselor from the West, Galdor himself. Who can resist?
Like you do.
Okay. Let's pay 1 for the Tale of Gilgalad onto Arwen.
I like it.
+1 health, and then can discard to make +2.
Discard it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
To make Bearer strength +2.
Yeah.
That cost me 1 there. Can have that. Oof. Continually scared.
I mean, there's zero Twilight here. So when you move, I'm going to get 4. And I'm still... You've seen Urukai. They roam usually till 4 or 5.
Yeah. But you got those Nazis.
Now the Nazgul can come
Calling
to
those
town.
Nazis is hilarious, actually. Okay. That doesn't work. This is okay. At a certain point, you just play the cards, right? What's the average cost of a Nazgul around these parts? 5? 4?
Sorry. Nazgul are usually 4 or 5.
So me being at 8, probably not a big deal for you. It's probably not going to matter. But I'm going to pay 1 for Master of Healing.
Okay.
Spot 2 Elf Allies.
Mm-hmm.
And then heal a Companion ally. I'm going to heal Legolas 1.
Okay.
That'll just, prevent things from going super bad.
Yep. And you just kind of filtering still.
And then passing it over to me.
Okay,
to you,
so you have to move. You have 4 companions. 1 site 3, and I have 8.
What's up, Harry? Hey, good to see you. It's getting going though here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got these things at home 3 too, if that matters to you. These 2 allies.
No.
Galdor looking ready for action.
What's your archery total?
1. Lego.
All right, let's play.
Man, it really balances those conditional cards. It's crazy.
Let's play an Uruk Brood for 6.
Brood? What are you, a spider?
Damage +1. I can remove 2 Twilight to make him +1 strength for each other Urukai I spot.
Yeah, which is
not
0.
so good here, but
yeah.
We do what we do.
So you're at 9.
2 Twilight floating. Conal saying, do you guys have any favorite and least favorite mechanics in this game? So I think the resource mechanic, the site path, both sides of the decks coming together are all very strong. The resource is probably my favorite mechanic in the game. But the thing I like the least is static bonuses on the table that you have to remember. So the kind of cards are like all your dwarves get +1 while they're fighting Moria orcs as an example. Just remembering those kind of little triggers, I think this game could have done without.
All right. Man, if once Arwen's ability is on, this is going to be so good for me. Damage +1, huh? Just like that. All right, let's go Arwen here. Arwen's a champion, man. Archery is gonna fire here. You get 1 archer there.
Mm-hmm. Oof. Okay. You first.
At this point, 2 damage. That's fine.
You pass?
I'll pass, sure.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Take 2. You want to go ahead and move to site 4 for no good reason?
No, I don't. I mean, it's not a bad... There are plays here that make it okay to move there, but I feel like Rivendell Valley is where I need to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I discard and draw up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Start of my turn, I'm going to heal 5 because I'm out of Sanctuary. And then we'll go to my Fellowship Phase, to which I will promptly pass, and we'll go to your location 4.
Okay, here we go. Here come the tentacles. Just kidding. Great Chasm. First Archer is -2.
All right, so it's 4 Twilight. I have 4 companions. Aragorn's ability triggers 2 go away.
Come on, man.
You are working with 6 Twilight at your leisure. I kind of like the side path showing. Let's do this.
Okay, what do I have to work with here? 6?
Yeah.
6? What am I supposed to do with 6?
Well, get bent.
Yeah, that's right. Lose.
Chris says, in this journey, what throwback has held up to the test of time the best so far? In all our throwbacks in general, there are a lot of games that held up surprisingly well. You know, some show their age, but I think there are also a lot that show their age in like a charming way. Star Wars CCG, Middle Earth CCG, that kind of way. This game holds up really well. Star Wars TCG holds up really well. And there's a lot that I really loved. Like 7th Sea was phenomenal. Mech Warrior, was that what that was called? The Richard Garfield one?
Battletech.
Battletech?
Yeah.
That was awesome. The Mythos CCG, it was weirdly awesome in its own little way. And there's a string that's just like super good, actually.
6?
Mr. Woodfall, Zach aptly demonstrating why this Aragorn was banned.
Dude, 6? Yeah. I can't do anything with 6.
Well, it's a bummer, man. Even though the first Archer is -2?
I mean, I can play an Archer. Just die. Uh-huh. Okay. I will play a Moria Archer Troop for 4.
Okay.
And then I don't have anything to do with 2, really.
Okay.
So here it is.
All right. I'll assign you here to Aragorn. I'll pass.
All right. I will also be passing.
Take 1?
Yeah.
And then I will not move again.
Cool.
Clears. We can discard and draw.
Discard 1?
Mm-hmm.
And draw up to 8.
Players Council, there was not Twilight on the table when I moved.
8, okay.
Does that not work that way then? Hold on, you might get 2 bonus. Would 2 have mattered there?
Let's see, I had 6. I was working with 6, so I would be working with 8. So that's 4. And yes, it would matter. How was there Twilight on the table?
So I thought it was -2, but it removes 2. So I had to have played stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and get 2. I didn't reveal anything.
Well, let's redo this old phase so he's not as busted as he could be. I've got a perfect answer then. Okay, this is in hand, this is in hand, this was drawn, and this was drawn. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right on. Okay, so now we can play some Lord of the Rings now, boy. All right, 4 here. And then I'm gonna play Host of Thousands to play an orc from my discard pile. Pay 4 for an Archer Commander.
Nice.
So Archer, +1 archery, +2 strength here. So now it's different.
That's what I'm talking about on the static effects. Like these things that reference other things. It's one thing when it's like your first next archer is -2 cost, that kind of stuff. But remembering like these bonuses, that's like a matrix of 3 things happening, which is not too bad when there's 2 things hitting the table. But like towards the end of the game, if you're playing like 8 things at a time, it gets really unnerving.
At least these things go away. That is the saving grace. So yeah. 10 strength here, archery 3 coming at you.
All right, -1 archery, so archery 2. And I will go One. It's actually 2. Let's go 2. Let's assign here and here.
Okay.
So we'll resolve R1 first. I'm at 6.
I'm at 8.
I'll take 1.
Pass.
Yeah, I'll pass. That's what I meant. Aragorn's at 9. You're at 10.
That's right. Pass.
I'll pass. Take 1.
Now we're getting some bobble action. Now you're going away?
I'm just passing. Yeah.
Okay.
Clear.
All right. Hey, look at it's like perfect. We just put an arrow in the leg of all your companions. It's exactly what we want. Actually, I'm gonna keep my system here. Keep my little discard pile of reckless orcs. 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we discard here. And we
Then
draw 3,
bamboozled.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Started the thing. I get to remove 5, right?
Yep.
Well, that's easy.
He had a good night's rest.
Okay. And I'm at 3. So I'm going to hit up the Rivendell Valley. I'm going to play an elf, draw a card. It's Galadriel.
Ooh, what's her subtitle?
Lady of the Golden Wood.
What's she do?
At the start of each of your turns, you may heal an elf. During the Fellowship phase, exert to play the Fellowship's next site if it is a forest, replacing opponent's site if necessary. So I could
That's cool.
not do that obviously
already your
now,
site,
but
yeah.
it will happen maybe later.
Yeah. She's particularly good with Elrond, right? Because Elrond can... Yeah, it's crazy.
We'll see Elrond at one point. Look at this. Now 4 is kind of where things get a little sketchy.
Yeah, roaming penalties start dropping off. Twilight numbers get bigger.
I don't want to get too into it. All right, let's pay 1 to put the White Arrows of Lorien on Legolas. Bearer must be an elf. If it's an archer, I can exert to make an opponent discard 2 cards at random from hand during the archery phase.
Oof, that's fun. It's after I have a chance to play things, but my surprise
any tricks,
is, yeah.
your tricks might be gone, and who knows? I can hit a good Fellowship card too. So, Legolas will be doing that, and then Galadriel will heal, and everything's fine. And then, do I want to go ahead and dump? You're going to be coming in 9 on site. That's a lot. That's a lot.
I'm going to have 12.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's one more, ultimately? I'm playing it. Of course I am. Forests of Lothlorien. Here, take 1 more. Play to your support area. Each time the Fellowship moves, you may spot 3 elven allies to wound a minion. Quite good for the double movers. Right? I'm going to have to do that at some point, so we'll get there. And then I'm done.
All right, so you move forcibly.
Yeah, then you get 8. 8 to you,
yeah.
4 for my Fellowship, and 4 for the number. Whew.
I'm going to get rid of this one.
Don't like that.
Okay.
Draw a card. Yeah, I didn't draw a card. Hold on, that might matter.
13.
Okay.
13.
I said it and I didn't do it, right? Wish I could have just like played a bunch of elves there. Wouldn't that be cool?
Wouldn't it be nice?
All
right, well, let's play an Isengard Forger. No roaming penalty. During the Shadow Phase, I can exert him out of Twilight. Cool. I'm going to play an Isengard Axe on him. Must be an Isengard Orc. He is that. When I play it, I gain a Twilight. So now he's...
What are you... You're doing the things that I'm doing.
Yeah, well, we got gooder.
What?
How many are left? 4, 8, 12, 13 still. Weird. I got 2 back after spending 2. It's cool. We're going to play Sarman, Servant of the Eye.
Oh, this seems good.
May not take wounds during the archery phase and may not be assigned to a skirmish, but he has an ability to exert him to assign an Urkai minion to a companion. That companion may exert to prevent this.
Okay.
We're not done yet. 4, 5. Yeah, we like that. We're going to pay 2 for an Uruk Savage. He is roaming, so it's going to be +2. And then we're going to pay 5 for an Uruk Captain.
Oh, not the Captain. Come on.
Just doing his thing. That'll be it on the... where's that? On the Shadow Phase. Maneuver Phase. You got any maneuvers?
Maneuver Phase. Come on now. Oh, nothing to the Maneuver Phase. No.
Archery Phase. How many archers you got?
I got 1 archer.
All right.
Really feels like I should have more, I'll be honest with you.
Put 1 here. We're going to the...
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna exert Legolas. Have you discard 2 at random.
There's 1 in here I really don't want you to get.
Oh, Sarman can exert to assign himself too, apparently. 1.
Ooh, it's the one
2.
I didn't want you to get.
Okay, that
got Aragorn's sword.
happening, man.
So it's just a permanent +2 and +1 damage on Aragorn.
Oh my, oh my.
Heart be still.
I'm too good.
Okay, then we get to the assignment phase. I've got some actions here. I'm going to exert Saruman, and we're going to assign, or attempt to assign, my Uruk Captain to Legolas. You can exert to prevent this.
Yeah, you don't got any buffs on the table, do you? No buffs?
One card in hand. What could it be?
It can't possibly be. I mean, I had a 66, percent or whatever that is. This thing's at 8. Is that right? Yeah. What is it? Ties go to who?
I think the bad guy. But let me look.
I'm scared.
Turns out ties in the word abilities. Shadow side wins ties.
Huh. So 8's a good number for you here.
Also, apparently he can't do it. It says to sign and accept the ring. No, this text doesn't say that.
Sign a...
no, it says he may not be assigned to a skirmish.
That's right.
So you don't have to fight him, period.
Yeah, he won't be fightable. He's just up there in his tower. So this guy, obviously, is nothing.
I mean, into the right character, he's just a little something.
You can go wherever. And that thing is an 8, and that's not ideal. Arwen, we need another home 3 ally, please.
You're 1 shy.
1 shy, yeah.
Twice bitten, 1 shy.
But these elves are going to get healed, and that's okay. You can't kill Legolas. We can't allow it.
So I can use this Saruman ability 2 more times.
Can you double up on things?
Exert Saruman to assign a blank minute command. Yeah, I think so.
That doesn't seem like something I can allow.
The question is how.
How can you not allow it?
Like, how do you actually stop it?
Yeah, because like I exert here and then you do it again, basically, or does it have to be a different orc?
I think Saruman just...
Huh.
It's crazy town.
Nice.
I'm starting to see why these cards are a problem.
Okay, so like Legolas is dead.
I can't double up.
So once per... Huh.
Ryan says companions can't be assigned 2 minions unless they have defender.
Cool. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's illegal.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take it. It's happening.
Okay. Then I'll exert Saruman. And we'll send this guy to Frodo.
Frodo? I mean, I can rock you. You get ties? You can't possibly have a good card in hand, right? It's not possible.
I got rid of my sword, so Justice would say that sword's so good in my deck.
Is this damage +1? Yeah. So I either prevent it and take 1, or worst case scenario, I take 2.
Well, the question is, okay, let's say you prevent it, and let's say I just let these ride. Where are you putting these guys?
Mm-hmm. I've got some ideas. It kind of depends on how things go. Yeah, I'm going to go Arwen here, I think. So yeah, so I won't prevent that. Frodo.
Oh, wait, actually it says accept the ring bearer.
Oh, right on, okay.
That makes
we got to keep reading these cards. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm really bad at it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let's exert Saruman. And
now that you got me to tell you my plan.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna assign this guy here, or attempt to. So that basically, you'd have to assign this to one of these lads.
Yeah, and that's an 8.
It is, yeah.
Defender +1. Okay.
Now you can see why I'm so good at card games. I just ignore the rules.
6. Okay, man, this is tough.
Yeah, now you're feeling the pain.
This is tough. Oh, let's see. We prevent it from Sam. If we accept Sam, Sam can easily get Dublayed. And then Arwen here. Okay, fine. You have it. Wait, Sam's going. What's going here?
This is going to Arwen.
Yes.
You good with that?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Then I will not do anything else.
Okay.
So you get to assign this somewhere.
Yeah. And you surely don't have anything in your hand that matters.
Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. All right, Frodo, it's your time. You're getting wrecked by the Axeman.
All right. Who's first?
Yeah, great question here.
Or I suppose, in the words of Bill Goldberg, who's next?
Let's start with Arwen.
All right. I'm at 5. I'll take a damage.
Okay.
Unless you want to interrupt and do something.
No.
Who's next?
Let's go Frodo here.
Okay. I'm at 8.
All right. First action is going to be exert and make an Urkai -1.
Now, I have some bad news for you. This guy is not an Urkai.
Okay, we're going to redo that math.
He looks like one, but he's one of those.
He's got a white hand, right?
He is Isengard, but like the Urkai have Urkai here instead of Orc.
Oh, you got to read it.
Yeah, but like this sword is Orc, so this couldn't actually go on one of my Urkai.
Okay.
It's only little Isengard, minions.
Okay, so you didn't make this guy assign somebody somewhere. Like this is all normal.
You get the choice, yeah.
Okay, so Sam dies, or Frodo. If Frodo's, you have to be over double?
Double or more.
So that would kill that.
Yeah, but if Frodo dies, Sam just becomes the ring bearer.
Frodo can't die.
I mean, they're essentially the same character right now. Because they both have 5 resistance left.
Yeah.
It's just
I can't deal with an 8 coster. I mean, I guess I have to prevent that 5 from being assigned to Arwen, so she's got to do the thing. Yeah, that's just problematic. There's no way to not. Yeah, who's cooler? I guess Sam just dies here.
Yeah,
I'll put Sam into the ring.
Into the grind. All right, he's gone.
He's gone.
All right.
Okay.
And then
here,
Papa Pump.
6. Let's see. Currently 6. I'll give you -1.
Okay.
And then I'll do a little defiance for +2.
Mm-hmm. I'm at 8. You're at 8.
I'm at 7. I'm sorry. I'm at 6, 7, 8. You're at 9 -1 is 8, and then I'll exert again.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll pass. Okay. Take a damage.
I'm not moving more.
You don't want to keep this horde out and keep rolling down
I don't
the...
want to do that. No, I don't. That's not what I want.
Well, Sarman does seem pretty good. I do get it. 5 out of 5 stars would stay again.
And then we discard one and keep at it. You're about to go to Balrog Town, so I did hold that correctly. Oh, sure. I'll just keep that.
Balrog Town indeed. Ooh, too late for that one. Ooh, useless. Okay. I'm going to discard this copy of Arwen Elven Rider to heal Arwen. I'm going to pay 1 for a coat of mail. So Aragorn cannot be overwhelmed unless his strength is tripled.
Yeah, probably not happening.
Yeah. And then... Unfortunate. I will forcibly move. I'll remove this with Aragorn's ability. You'll get 4 from me moving, and then whatever your site 5 is, I wonder what it could be.
The bridge.
They are coming. So 3, 6, 9, 10. Working with 10.
I've got 10. Okay, well, let's start with the valley. Minus 6. 14 minus 6 is 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about that? And then just keep annoying. How about that?
Huh.
To play, spot a... Oh, I have to spot an orc first. So I'll play the bowman first.
Okay, nice.
Spot it, and then I can play that thing.
Okay, nice.
And
If
then,
not, I was going to say just get the other Balrog.
Your 6s. I'm going to put a goblin simi here. Plus 2 draw card. Hilarious. And that's going to be me.
All right, let's go to assignment.
What's cool is that Aragorn can tangle with the Balrog and not get overwhelmed. That's pretty cool.
It is
that
awesome.
You find that like a flaming brand. It's like it's probably not very effective because it's like I live in fire, but
It's the coat of mail that's been blessed by the elves.
that's so cool. Though
prevent me
it's just
from
like he's just
burning.
like away,
Yeah. I mean, he's still gonna take 2 damage.
and it is fierce, I guess. So you'd have to take a bunch.
All right, archery. I have -1, so that's not gonna apply. I'm gonna go ahead and exert Sam twice. Make him defender +1. We're gonna have him grab both of these guys.
Poor Sam.
Yeah, Sam played his part. He's what we in the business call a role player. So then that resolves. I assume you're not going to play anything on that.
Fierce.
Yeah, and then we'll assign him to Aragorn and pray to the Maker that you don't have an answer. I doubt you have pumps for him, but man, if you did,
Just
it would
like
be
so I
devastating.
instant the sword in and the net and the whip. No, I have nothing there, so just 2 damage.
Just 2. That's it. Okay.
You want to keep going? I guess the Balrog will go away.
If I move.
Yeah, because it wouldn't be underground.
You know what? I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah.
Just
Pressure's
pass.
on me in it.
Yeah,
I've got my own valley to deal with,
that's right.
and I don't even think that I can. I think you're supposed to bake that into your deck like a way of.
Literally, you just need another companion to block with. Hopefully, you have one.
That is what I need.
Did I not catch the -1 archery? I think I did.
You didn't do archery, did you?
I didn't put it on.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I'm going to discard a card and draw back up.
And I get to draw up as well? Or discard 1 and draw? 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's all shadow cards. Don't you hate that? Dude, I may be losing here, just straight up.
You won't lose.
Well, I guess I send Legolas to the Balrog. It's not looking great at that point.
You're going to have 2 Balrog moments, right?
2?
Well, he's fierce.
Oh, no. Yeah, so there's no way to prevent... Let's see, 9? What's your Balrog cost?
12. I happened to draw him on accident. Whoopsie.
It's fine, right? Okay, at the start of each of my turns, I can heal an elf, so that's something. Like Legolas, I guess. He's dead, though, right?
He's definitely dead. Yeah.
They're all dead. What's the battle log strength? 17?
Yeah, he's a beefy boy.
14, 6.
What up, Robert?
Okay. Now, hold on a second. Damage is what? Plus what?
+1. I have the Balrog Durin's Bane. Let's just pull that version up here, just so you reference it. So the one on the screen is the one you play, but I have Durin's Bane.
Dang it. Okay, let's heal.
Dang!
No, Leggy's dead, right? Leggy's dead.
You don't have your one of cancel a skirmish card with.
I sure don't. No, I sure don't. Yeah. So this goes. Let's just heal Salbeth because this guy's dead. Okay.
You'll have Frodo. I'm sure he can make it to the end. He did go solo about this point.
Pay 2 for Celinde.
All these allies that could almost block.
Has the game text of my site 3, so play an off draw card.
Ooh.
Which should be nice.
Does he trigger off of himself?
Surely not.
Dude, you don't. I don't know. Is there hope? Just let's speak of that top card. See if it matters. You got another companion in there?
No, it doesn't. It would not. It has to resolve before the text is active. Come on, you're playing crazy mode.
Have you ever played card games from the 90s and 2000s?
Yeah.
Harry says, Steven, this is when you say, all right, let's play again.
No, I refuse. I have outs.
Fly, you fools.
I'll go. I want it.
All right, you
Wait,
move.
now, you have more Uruk-hai to add to the party here?
So this version...
Discards all minions, right?
While you can spot it, discards all of it.
Okay,
so
sure.
They run away.
Right.
So 6, 9. I'm going to play the Balrog for 6. Floating. Pass. Do your thing.
All right, check this out. Archery Phase. I'm going to exert Aragorn, have you discard 2 at random.
Aragorn.
This guy. This elf.
Ooh.
Oof. Okay. And then Arwen in the pocket. Balrog -3. Because each minion, I have 3 home 3 minions.
You can almost get there, can't you?
And then I'm going to discard the tail for +2.
Ooh, we got there.
That's right. 8 to 15.
Look at that. Take
or
2.
8 to 14. Take 2.
Fierce. Do it again.
It can be a different person,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah. Legolas dead. Wouldn't that be sad?
All right.
If the movies, it was like Legolas is like
just died.
just wrecked.
Imagine if you like lost your wizard here or something. It'd be devastating. Okay, you want to move?
So, well, I mean, it's worth thinking about.
Is it?
It is. Because you're sitting on 5, you'll end up at 7 plus the next amount. That's a lot.
Well, before you make that decision, I have to make my decision. I'm going to discard nothing. Draw 3.
Do I get a chance to play cards?
No. Sure don't.
And we don't heal it. We heal at site 6, right? This is the time to press, though. Oh my gosh. How many cards you got in your hand?
8.
You get to redraw.
I drew, yeah. I discarded 9 and I redrew.
Do I do the same thing before I choose?
No. You Fellowship doesn't get to regroup.
Now, Galadriel comes to the party on 6. Is this a new turn if I move?
So, it's the same turn. What do you mean by new turn?
She says at the start of each of your turns, heal.
Yeah, you're in the middle of your turn.
It's the same turn?
Yeah.
We don't, like, go up to the top and move again and all that? Ooh. I don't get to play any cards.
Nope.
Okay, all right, we've got to stay then.
You just get to roll. All right, there goes the Balrog. There goes my Twilight. Okay. Mine?
Yeah.
You get to regroup now. Discard and draw.
Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going All natural. Okay.
This will be fun. I'm going to play Caldiclin, 2 cost. Archer, home 6. I can exert to wound a minion. Then I'm going to move. So
you got 2 home 6 archers there.
I do. It's really cool.
Oh, I'm not going to touch you then.
When I move, Aragorn removes 2. And then it's your site 6.
So stupid. Lothlorien Woods.
You get 3, plus I have 3 companions.
Who are you? Orange?
Yeah. What's it say?
Each ally whose home site is 6 is strength +3.
Oh, cool. These guys are plus.
You out-elfed me, dude. I got the elf deck and you
flanked you with
out-elfed me.
my elves. Here, I'll just put. These are some beefy
Come on, man.
arching.
I can't even play there.
Yeah.
I think I literally... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 1.
Just to get rid of
Play a Goblin Swarms.
Ringlord 2011 says LOL. Loving it.
Okay, and then everything else dies immediately to archery, so I will pass.
Okay. I have lots of wounds, so I will also pass.
Okay. That was easy.
Clears. These guys aren't going to matter. Let's get rid of...
What's up, GP88? Finally get to watch you guys play live. This is my favorite card game in the world. Only gets better and better. It's a good one.
You get a regroup as well.
Oh, right, all right. Let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I do love my deck.
And does the regroup phase happen even if I move twice?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the regroup starts. I, as the other player, get to do my stuff. Then you choose to either regroup or move.
Okay, 2, 3. And I can only discard 1, so I've done that.
Yeah. Ryan says, now the question is, does Steven gas over location 6 might be the play? You have all those allies that are active, right? Nope.
I have Gladriel. I have Gladriel,
cool.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah? Look to the west. Asphaloth coming into Arwen for free.
All right.
Start of the turn, I remove 1 from Galadriel's ability.
Yep.
Bearer must be an elf. When played on Arwen, Twilight cost is -2, while at a plain sight, not currently, Bearer is strength +2.
Wow. Beefy.
And then it is a natural +2 as well, because I am on a horse. So it's 8. Okay, that's something. And then sight 6, Galadriel becomes a 6 and can participate and kind of save me.
Andrew, unfortunately, most of the students out there are home site 3. Oh, you know what? Asphaloth says discarded underground.
It's not underground. Oh, I'm not where you are. Yeah, sorry. I gotta play that later.
Bummer. Luckily, you didn't play it back here.
So I just 3. You're just getting 5. That's it. And then Galadriel can step in.
Yep, just a little baby amount.
I think I've got to do that. Is this the maneuver phase? When is the maneuver phase?
So Fellowship, Shadow, Maneuver.
Okay. So it's the end of the thing.
Well, so Fellowship, Shadow, Maneuver, Archery, Assignment, Skirmish, Regroup.
Why do they... There's like a million phases.
Yeah, they were into that back then.
Okay, you just got 5? Yeah, fine. I'm just going to move straight away.
Get 5. We're going to play an Uruk Slayer. I can remove a Twilight to make a +1 strength during the skirmish phase.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 0 for the Palantir of Orthunk. To play, spot a Isengard minion. Stays in play. Place in my support area. I can spot an Isengard minion and remove Twilight to reveal a random card from the free people player's hand. Place that card on top of that player's draw deck.
So it just takes a card out of hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like if I had 5, I could pay 5 and put your hand back on top of the deck.
That's good.
But I'm just playing it. And then I'll think about my life. I'll pass to you.
You're currently 9, threatening 10.
Yep.
Okay, 6. That's acceptable. Okay, to me, then... we block 6 here. 6 to 9.
Okay. I'll pass.
Pass.
Take 2?
Yeah. And then I'm staying put.
Yeah. Whoosh. Let's discard you.
I just keep holding out hope. Come on, draw the right cards, dang it.
I feel you. Okay. I feel you. Let's play Build a Pony.
All right.
There must be a hobbit. The shadow number of each site is -1. Discard Build a Pony when at an underground site. And then I will move to your next location, location 7.
The Great River. While the Fellowship of the Great River, cards may not be played from draw decks or discard piles. Why would I ever include that in this deck? That's literally what I need to be doing.
Is it because it's a river?
No, I don't think so. It's kind of like makes They Are Coming not good at all.
Yeah. And then the site number is actually -1 from Old Build a Pony. You can see my theme. Deny the resources. I also have deft in their movements, but it doesn't work without same amount. Oh yeah, hold on. Don't mind me.
What is it? 8? 8? Only 8. There's 6 shadow on here. Wait, how am I only getting 8?
I have 3 companions. It's 6, and then Build a Pony makes it -1.
You're the worst. You're just playing a choke deck. I like that we can end this series with your degenerate deck building taking over.
In this block of the series, we'll start it over again with the 2 towers block when we resume the stream. Also worth noting, if you're watching this, we are going to be taking a break after this week. And we'll come back in, reset the entire card pool, and start with the unboxing 2 towers, build decks, and then we'll repeat the process for block 2. Hey, I'm just happy one of us made it to site 7 this time. Normally, I was dead by this point last time.
That's right. How many archers you got? Just -1.
2.
The shield.
But they don't count anymore.
Yeah.
Now, it's worth noting, this guy during the regroup phase can exert to wound a minion. This guy during the regroup phase can exert to remove 2 Twilight.
Yeah, so like, it's basically like, yeah. Okay, let's make it hard. Yeah.
Jeff says the full choke deck was dreadful to play against.
I'm sure.
You can basically make it where the bad guys just don't ever have resources, and you can't even filter the bad guy cards out of your hand. It's like really miserable.
I can't play from my discard pile. This is like the worst. This is the worst thing. Why would this happen?
Why are you the way that you are? 8. That's still pretty good.
Bunch of archers.
Why'd you do that?
So I could do 2 archery to you. Hopefully prevent you from moving twice.
Alright, so -1 archery, but I have to take 2. So like, ooh man, this could get bad. Imagine if we'd walked the whole way. One of us might have died. Sure. That's what we got to do.
Take 3 archery or 2 archery if you would.
Yeah, I get it. I can't assign archery to my allies, right?
I hope not.
I'm going to assign 1 to Frodo, but I'll trigger Arwen's ability. If the ring bearer is about to take a wound, discard 3 cards from my hand to prevent that wound. And then that's
what ability?
1
Wait, what?
she has.
Do you do anything?
Just
discard 3 from hand.
Okay, so I'll nuke 3, and then Aragorn will take 1.
Okay. All right, and now to the other stuff. You choose where it goes.
Frodo.
4 to 4. Currently ahead. Currently winning, rather.
I'll pass.
Pass.
Take 1. Oof. Let's go Aragorn. I'm at 9.
Got me.
Arwen. I'm at 6. I'll pass.
Pass.
Take one. I will pass. Okay. Clear.
Is it? I can heal 5 whenever I'm at 6. Site 6. From everything. Okay. Great. I'll discard and draw 4, 5,
Wow.
6, 7, 8. Boy, your deck can really just be annoying, can't it?
Mine?
No, just like when you draw all your shadow cards and going into your fellowship phase.
Yeah, it can really miss time.
It really do be like that. Like, there's a lot more elves I could be playing here. But instead I'm playing, got these stupid goblins.
Jay asking, doesn't have to put on the one ring. So putting on the ring is optional.
only.
It's up. It's a choice. Something about stacking the winners on swarms.
Oh, yeah, great. Oh, that's exactly what you do. That's the reason for that. So bowman 1 and a marksman 1. So goblin swarms. If your orc wins a skirmish, discard cards and wounds on that orc and stack it on this condition. You can play an orc stacked here as if it was in your hand.
So they were not in play. Could have done a little double move. Okay.
You want to?
No.
Please?
Nah. The double move needs to happen from 7 to 9 if I'm going to do it. Just got to dunk that ring. Lay it up, you know?
Lay it up. All right, Asphalaf for real.
I am for real.
Is there a maneuver phase if we move twice? Is there a second maneuver phase?
Yeah, always. Julian's saying he's guessing why you chose site 7 is because the other is discard ally, skip the archery phase, etc. So there's really not a great
Okay, yeah, fair.
choice. What's it do?
Can't play stuff from
Discarded. Interesting.
secret places. Okay, this is what I am doing. We've done this. Okay, move.
Okay. So I get 8. One thing about this little fellowship is that you're not giving me very much Twilight.
That's my choke deck is just I lose and then you don't get very much. Yours is you win and take it all from me, which seems more effective.
I actually concur. This is going to be really interesting for you. Not really that interesting, just kind of a pain. All right, we're going to play the Orc Overseer. He costs 5. 4, 5. During the regroup phase, he can exert twice to exhaust a companion.
Exhaust?
Down to 1 health, yeah. We're going to play an Isengard Axe here. Just going to give me a Twilight back. Don't mind me.
Ooh.
We're going to play the Uruk Guard for 4. During the assignment phase, he can exert and spot a companion to prevent that opponent from assigning that companion to this minion.
During the assignment phase, exert, and you can say this thing can't go there.
Right. And then I will pass to the maneuver phase.
And, okay. So, regroup only on that, okay. And you can't exert if you're hurt. Okay.
If you're exhausted.
Okay. So, are you doing that?
Well, maneuver, archery. Do you have any archers?
Oh, maneuver. Hold on, maneuver. I do have a maneuver.
Are you doing that?
Okay, I'm going to play the whole point here. Swan Ship of the Galadrim. Don't worry, Galadriel's got my back.
Get out of here.
Exert an elf ally whose home is Site 6. Till the regroup phase. She's in the party at +3 strength.
Ooh.
She gonna save Frodo.
She really is, though. All right. Going to the assignment phase, I am going to do this. And
Just have to look at my hand and...
I'm going to make it where Arwen can't
that thing.
be assigned to this thing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. I do know that. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I gotta...
The Eric Guard is a foil, for those asking. For those at home. Ringlord says, saved!
Alright, so this goes here. Sad.
Yeah.
It's just elves dying is what this deck is called.
I mean, that's just the story of Middle Earth.
This is huge. Wait a minute. He's at 12?
Yeah, he's a beefy boy. But you just put him on R1. She takes 1. It's fine. Unless I have something to say about it.
And we don't have any planes right now. We don't have any planes. All right, so 8. So you're at 12. 11. So you're at 9. I'm at 8 currently.
Yeah. What would you like to resolve first?
Well, that's 9 to 6 currently. Is that right? Yeah.
Julian, Galadriel sailing up in a boat to fight off an Uruk and save Frodo is one of the most Lord of the Rings moments you can get.
Okay. Let's resolve Arwen first. Let's see how bad it goes.
I'm at 12.
You're minus 3 because of Arwen.
I'm
So
at
you're
9.
at 9, and I'm at 8. Uh-huh. What's 1 damage these days? Am I going to keep moving? That's what we have to ask ourselves, right? But no, we can't. You got like 4 health. It's impossible. What are these elves supposed to do? I think I'm supposed to have archer, like bows and stuff. Where's all the bows?
You also just need more companions. What's up?
There's like 8 in there.
Yeah, I know.
They keep dying.
Well, that is the goal. You see. Nathaniel, this game did get through all the movies, plus a lot more. We'll actually be, there's 3 blocks we're doing on stream, which is going to be, this is Fellowship, this is the end of the Fellowship. We'll have a series on 2 Towers, then we'll have a series on the Return of the King.
Okay.
Harry saying Lorien Elves with bows is really good.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have the bows, I think. I think that's the thing. Okay. What happens just theoretically? Mm-hmm. What happens if this thing goes back to your hand? Does this go in the discard pile or back to hand?
No idea.
Yeah.
Anyone out there know? In Chatland?
Alright, I'm going to pass here.
Dysphoria, I have read the Silmarillion, but it's been a long time. You're going to pass? You take 1.
Alright, take 1.
Oof. Alright, over here.
Alright, we got 6 to 9. I can take you to 8. Yeah, okay. Galadriel dead.
Alright. Go to the regroup phase. I have to go first. Let's go here. Okay. And then during the regroup phase, I'm going to exert here twice. We'll exhaust our one, so she just takes 1 damage.
Yeah, okay.
Then you make a choice whether to move or not. What is my location 8?
I want to move. But like, how many you're probably gonna get like 6 or something? I'm not moving.
I think that's a wise choice.
I mean, you can lose one way or lose the other.
Yeah. At least this way you have a chance to kill me.
Yeah, this is the one that is good at killing.
Never meant.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, now you get all the wall crawlers. What? Anyway, go ahead. The deck is being finicky today, having never played it before.
I'm just going to move.
Yeah.
What do you got? Get 3 from the site, minus 1 from Build a Pony.
Watch out, it's UPS.
So 5 more.
What can Brown Lens do for you for For each minion archer at Brownlands, the minion archery total is +1.
It's pretty good. You might nuke me here.
Well,
You have 8.
Yes, I might.
I drew all bad guys.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
If you win this, I'm resigning from the game for permanent.
Yeah.
Just kidding. You definitely could.
Definitely could. Because watch out, boy. Watch out. Okay. So we've got 3, 6, 8. 8 to play. Okay. This gets played. 8 to play. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. That's the best. I think that's the best we can do. Do you have any archery over there? You just have the -1 thing?
Yep.
Okay, first thing we're gonna do, pay 2 here in Goblin Bowman. Cooper Bowman.
Got him.
Then we're gonna play a Host of Thousands to play an Orc from my discard pile.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna play a Goblin Bowman.
When it rains, it pours.
6. You're at 6, 6. Okay. Then we're gonna do. They Are Coming.
Mm-hmm. What's that do?
Discard 3 from hand to play an Orc from the discard pile. So we'll discard another They Are Coming and 2 Wall Crawlers. Not helpful here. To play an Archer Commander for 4. 8. And then we'll do Goblin Scimitar here, +2, draw a card. And then I will pass to you.
All right. Maneuver. I have the maneuver archery phase. We've got 6 archery.
6 archery. 5
Minus
-1. Yeah.
So
Let's see, 6.
3, 4, 5. So someone's got to go. Oof. That ain't good. I'll be right back. I don't think there's a way out, man.
I just play the busted cards. Look how happy I am now that I'm the one doing the things.
Right? He's suddenly excited.
I love this game. This game's so fair.
Because I have to take basically 5. So 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm fine actually.
Okay, yeah, you should be.
5. Okay, so we'll put 2 on Frodo, 2 on Aragorn, 1 on Arwen. Then we'll go to the assignment phase.
These are 6, 6, 10.
Yeah. So we'll go 6, 10, 6.
I'll tell you what, man. You know what's crazy? Does this, if I do this, does it make it impossible for you to win?
If you do that, then I do this thing.
Right on. Okay, yeah, no matter what.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
But this way you get a, I mean, Arwen's gone
Yeah, I
no
was
matter what
curious if
happens,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Let's go Ring Bearer first. 4 to 4.
Better have something.
I'm putting the ring on.
Oh.
So he takes a burden instead.
What happens now? What happens now? Is there a downside? Do I get to look into your eyes or
So
something?
instead of wound, he gets a burden. And then any wounds he takes this right now, when he has the ring on, have to be burdens.
Okay, man.
So like if you had a way to like stack up more damage right here.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Frodo's resolved. Aragorn will resolve. I'm at 9.
Yeah,
So then I nuke you.
you got it.
Arwen's at 6. Oh, you know what? I also had Arwen's ability. So I'm gonna back up for one.
What's his ability?
So on the archery phase, I'm gonna assign an extra one to Frodo, but we're gonna discard 3.
Okay, right, yeah, that makes sense.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to prevent a wound. So then Arwen is at 8 or 6 to your 10.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll take a wound. Okay.
I'm gonna hold on. Let's swarm up. So this thing won a skirmish, right? So he goes back to Goblin Swarms.
Yeah.
Archer Commander. I'm not gonna put that one, but I'm gonna leave that one out, just in case you're trying to spike the ball here. I don't know what you're trying to do here.
It's close. The question is, can I definitely kill you if I don't spike the ball? If you move close. I think the answer is yes. So I'll stop. Clear the board.
Okay, yeah.
Over to you.
We're playing Lord of the Rings now. Why is Arwen so hurt? All right, draw what, 8 or up to 8? Oh, come on, shadow cards, get out of here. Ooh, this is exactly what I needed, man. I'm sure you're excited.
Let's party.
Okay. None other than Son of Glowin, Gimli, showing up to the party. He says, I'm here. Don't worry, fellowship. I've been gone.
He's ready for the party.
Playing a Lorien Elf.
Oh my goodness, he's stacking them deep, selling them cheap.
Because of the genius, look at this. Cylinder, I can spot my site 3. It says play an elf, draw a card. Play an elf, draw a card. Lorien Elf, get me a card. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello. I'm going to play Foul Creation. Exert an elf. Reveal an opponent's hand. Discard a white hand minion revealed to draw 2 cards. Dude. This does not look good for our heroes. You got a full shadow hand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Gondor Bowman. It's got to be Saruman, right?
What? Yeah, definitely Sarman.
Yeah,
why do you think I was
draw 2 cards.
not playing cards on my fellowship turn?
Oh my gosh, look at this, dude.
He's gonna spike the ball.
It's
Can
all
he survive?
2 to you. Gwimglumgil. Bearer must be Arwen.
Her sword.
+2, damage +1. During the skirmish, exert Arwen or discard 2 cards from hand to make her strength +1. She's a freaking master now. She's got her horse and she's got her sword. She's coming in at 10 strength. Gimli in the party. Lorien Elf ready to die. And you want some insult to injury?
Uh-oh, what do you got?
Adding 1 for a blended race. Spot an elf, plays to your support area. Each Uruk-hai is strength -2 and loses all damage bonuses. Discard during the regroup phase.
What is this madness? All right, you moving?
Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm moving.
I get 6 +4 is 10. Saruman sure would be nice here.
Would have been a dunkaroo.
17. Well, we can still present problems. Uruk Warrior for 3. So they lose damage bonuses and are -2 strength, right?
That's right.
Uruk Ravager for 4.
It's not a tech card. I didn't know you were playing Uruk-hai. I had no idea.
I can't spot Saruman, so I don't get 2 free resources. Uruk-hai Raiding Party for 4.
Oh my gosh, if what just happened to you happened to me, I'd be freaking out right now. How are you so calm?
Because I'm still going to win. Ulere Nelia Fierce, exert, and spot opponent's site to replace it with the version of my own. Which...
Are you doing that?
No, I'm doing that.
Oh, you're not. You have to exert. That's right.
1 floating shadow, so I'm going to pay 1 with the Palantir. Random card's going to go back on top of your deck.
1 random?
Mm-hmm. Top of deck, please.
Do I get to see it?
You can see it.
acceptable.
All right. Maneuver phase.
I'll tell you, I have had Elrond's Ring in my hand the entire game.
Just holding it.
It was because I'm a hopeful player. Okay, so. Okay. Oof. Oof. No. Oh, wait, hold on. With this card, can I exert something that's not in the...
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, salinity doesn't matter. Okay. Just asking for a friend. Okay. Man, you still have Dad's 1,000 Ways from Sunday.
You still gotta deal with some stuff.
Okay. Spot 6 companions, so you might actually be able to do that if I try to guess.
Well, you won't play more companions if you...
Oh, companions, not your stuff.
Yeah.
Dang, he's gonna get his stuff.
This is fierce, just your way.
Yeah, Armin's gonna tank it twice. Alright, am I at planes yet? I'm not at planes.
I'll tell you what, no matter what happens in this game, this is a great way to end this block.
It's been a heck of a game.
We're actually getting to locate like the end of the locations, big things are happening. You were surviving in like a squirrely manner. I'm really impressed.
There's just so many. Oh man, that -2 is saving my bacon right now.
Yeah, don't forget.
Frodo otherwise just dies. Might anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we know is that Frodo has to take on one of these 9s.
Yeah.
The raiding party seems appropriate.
Yeah, it doesn't much matter.
He's running from them. Okay, we know that. And then we know that Arwen can handle a Nazgul, which is awesome.
Yeah, she's built for Nazgul.
It's too awesome, in fact. Gimli's going to take a damage. Lorien Elf
is going to die. I'm only at 7.
That's right.
So that's really good for you.
That's right.
Okay. Resolution. You're up first. Ryan Rober, this game's really deep. It makes me wish I put more effort into playing when it was in print. That's how I feel about a lot of old games.
Let's see if Frodo's dying or something.
All right, so I'm at 7. You're at 4. You get first chance to do something.
Pass.
Let's play a Bread for Battle. Exert an Urukai. Make it strength +3. Do you need to go to the bathroom?
Are you at 10 now?
Well, I'm at +3 to 12, -2 to 10. Yeah, 10 to your 4.
I can make you -1 once.
9 to 4. I have time. We need to take a break and leave the room for a minute.
Hold on. Let's keep reading things.
Man. When hope is lost.
Be an elf. Doesn't matter.
Robert Purdon. Bum, bum, bum. Jay Rutley. Oh, snap.
I have died.
When you tried to bamboozle me. Right there.
I had every possible way to bamboozle you there.
Check out this
But
card.
you were too strong.
I have two of them, and I just drew it, which I love. It's a Gondor Bowman. 0 cost tail. I can exert Gondor Companion, discard it, and my archery is +2 for the phase. So like with your orcs, that's like a great little way to like take one and just deal them out.
Yeah, super good. Well, congratulations. Frodo is dead.
Honestly, I was hoping I would see... Look at this. Just look at this bamboozling. I have 3 hobbits in my deck.
Ryan, that is the smallest, Eric. They're all 9s.
3 hobbits in the deck, of course. And I had... What was the card that I had that I was never getting to play?
Ring doesn't matter if you double my power, right? My strength.
Deft in their movement. Spot 2 hobbits during the regroup phase to make the next shadow number -2.
Yeah, so you're playing that choke, man.
Yeah,
Get that choke deck out of here.
Also, the bottom card of my deck, the Shards of Narsil.
Let's see where Elrond was. And then get my combo wombo out. Oh, there's Orphan. Look, Archery, Exert, Wound, and Urukai. Come on. There's an Elven Bow.
You did warn me that you were prepared for my list.
I was teching so hard against you.
This R1 Elven Rider is awesome. The discard 3 prevent a wound.
Yeah, that's super good.
Like just for filtering. I had dead cards in my hand. Also, if you did double move, my sight 9, just so we're aware. Haldir
there? Come on.
Look how thematic this would have been. An Urukai killed Frodo, which is great. But the Slips of Aim and Hin, location 9, the Twilight cost of each Isengard minion is -1. And I would have drawn 8 more cards just then.
Terrifying. My hope was to survive, and then you go to my sight 9. Where I draw... How many burdens did you have? Like...
4.
4. So I draw 4...
Plus you had the attached things, plus you had the play from discard pile stack.
It still wouldn't be a lot. I'd only get 8, probably 8, 9, 10, 11, -1 for Bill, so 10 to work with. It's not a lot.
Yeah.
A Baron. I feel like I would play some different cards.
Haven't played it.
Yeah, I draw differently too.
I remember that happening distinctly, right? That's one of the downsides of a blended deck like this.
It's kind of nice, though. Honestly, haven't done we've been doing these interviews for we're calling it the Power 7 game mechanics series, and a lot of designers. So the thing that I'm not fully that in my life as a card gamer I haven't fully like appreciated for. There's Elrond. Come on, get in here. Get your Vilya on. Can we just look at it? I just want to put it on the table and see what it looks like.
He's so good. Will had like multiple copies of that Elrond, and he would always get him into play.
Start of each of your turns, you may spot an ally whose home is 3 to heal that ally twice, exert, heal a companion. So Elrond is key to this deck. I need like 3 Elronds to get in here. I need to keep healing these elves. And Arwen just crushing it, but she didn't die, is the thing. She lives on as a hero.
She was really good.
Yeah, as a hero.
Like if you get the 3 allies out and you have her sword and her horse on her, she's like unstoppable.
Incredible, right?
If you have a way to give her Defender +1, it might, because is it -3 to everything she's engaged with?
Each minion skirmishing Arwen is -3.
So you could like grab 2, they're both -3. Yeah, and then like she's at like 12 or something.
So good. Anyway, what I'm saying is the game designers, card game designers, have instilled in me a greater appreciation of like randomness as part of the gig. And so, as players, you're trying to minimize randomness forever.
Yeah.
But then as designers, you're baking randomness into excitement. Sometimes it's interesting and crazy. Like that was crazy. Randomly, that all came together at the right time because the card draw is random, right?
Yeah. And then I happen to have just a horde of minions to throw at you.
Yeah.
But like randomness' role, I remember playing this as a kid. Sometimes you give your opponent like 15 Twilight.
They can't do anything.
They can't do anything. And sometimes you give them 15 Twilight and they absolutely crush you for it.
Yeah.
And obviously, like if I play 15 worth of stuff and you can't penalize me and I just stop, that's a huge way to gain advantage on the Fellowship side. Yeah. But yeah, it definitely, the mixed decks means you just never know. And so it's a risk-reward kind of scenario. Now, it is half and half. So I assume if you were really good by like halfway through the game,
you kind of see where your ratios are.
You could look at you would know. Like you'd be like, like you have a ton of minions over there. Like I don't know if you're gonna be able to penalize me.
Yeah.
Routinely, so then you can double move and like do that whole thing.
Dude, that was really good. I think we should leave it there. That was a great final game.
To me, that's a great block 1 finale, and you can definitely see from like a balance perspective when you have full constructed. A lot of these cards would need to go. Like it's just too consistently abusive.
Yeah, at a certain point, I'm getting like 4 shadow every time.
Yeah, I mean, I think I remember when I first got this guy, I ended up playing a different one because this was just too good. Like even in our little group, we decided, I didn't know about ban list at the time, that it was like, it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like minus, and then you get like the -1 from Build the Pony.
We were also probably playing it where the shadow number got the minus. It didn't matter. Like the timing of it probably is like, -2 shadow. Yeah.
But I had the stuff like deft in their movements, but that doesn't end there. Check this out. There's some really cool cards.
Yeah, Found Your Sand. That's one reason you have cards that either draw you cards or cycle cards on both sides so that you can get to the cards you need for either side.
Yeah.
So cycling is really important.
Like, what are they? Maneuver, spot a ranger, discard a Roman minion. So early pay 1, just nuke something big.
That's so good.
Then there was another one that I really liked. A ranger's versatility. Spot a ranger at a river or a forest to exhaust up to 2 minions. Which If you have small minions, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I had these a lot of these forest cards, and we had no forests. Did you have forests in your side deck? Your path deck? Whatever you call it?
Let's see.
There's a couple of early ones, obviously, but...
yeah, I have my site 7 is a forest.
Okay, that's helpful. That would have been great.
Well, and so the thing is, if I'm racing and I'm going first, and Aragorn really helps you race, right? And I have cards that can I had the elf that I can exert to remove 2 Twilight in the regroup phase.
Yeah, super good racy.
But if I'm racing, it's not going to be my locations. So I wasn't planning on my locations, so it didn't really much matter.
Yeah.
But then you have stuff like, imagine if you have 4 copies of this card. No stranger to the shadows. Bear must be a ranger. Limit 1 per ranger. Each side's shadow number is -1.
That's crazy.
So that R1's a ranger, and there's other rangers too, right? So
that's crazy. That's
you could have 2 or 3 of these out. You could have Bill the Pony. You could have Aragorn. It's like...
That's why we record that podcast about denial mechanics, man.
Yeah, 100%.
At a certain point, okay, I get 3 shadow. Is anybody having fun?
But here is what's... no, they aren't. That's why we stopped doing it. But here's what's really fascinating, right? And we're doing this series of interviews, and we've already done a handful. So definitely check out that podcast. How do we win a game? Power 7, I think, is what we're landed on officially.
Yeah, we'll call it the Power 7, yeah.
But the question mark of constructed / competitive focused balance mechanics, because like some of this stuff is totally fine when you have 1 or 2 copies and it's randomly hitting, but once you can optimize and tweak a deck, which is what we enjoy as deck builders, right? Like optimize your removing variants, having
perfectly realize an idea, yeah.
But the recognition on how much tighter design has to be and how much less you can push the limits when you can have 4 copies of No Strangers to the Shadows and all Rangers in your deck. And all of a sudden, it's like all these numbers that you balanced are off. This is a free card.
Yeah.
That's crazy value.
It's truly nuts.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Truly nuts.
Now, there are things that discard conditions.
Sure.
But at the same time, you start realizing how fine that is. And that's what's been so fascinating about the sorcery game that we've introduced recently, is like it's leaning into the variants, which at first I was against, right?
Yeah.
After the first time, I was like, you need to be drawing more cards. This is too inconsistent. You have unique cards. You can only have 1 of in your deck. You have the 2 of in the deck. And then it's like, the more I play like I played when I was a kid, though, and that game's forcing it.
It's better
on you,
isn't it? Isn't it better?
It's really interesting.
It's different, right? Yeah, it's different. The satisfaction of deck building is not as high, but I think the gameplay is rewarded for it. So it's always a trade-off between those 2 concepts. That's no secret. But even like a game like Lord of the Rings really does lend itself to this idea that maybe I can only have 1 Legolas in my deck, only 1 Arwen in my deck. The healing, just get rid of the healing mechanic and it's hard if you're trying to sell cards, right? Yeah. So like you don't want
that's true
to limit people's desire to buy more.
But like now that the game's 20 years old, for me, what I'm planning to do with all these boxes we're opening after it's all said and done is build a draft cube.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you're drafting this, by the way,
there's like one of everything in there.
There's an Aragorn or whatever it ends up being. You can also not put cards in your draft cube that are whatever. Like don't put too many shadow removal cards, right? Some of it's fine, like some of the cancels, but even you'd run 4 copies of the Cancel a Skirmish with a Hobbit.
Sure.
You'd run very quickly. It's like, oh yeah, now you can't do anything on the shadow phase.
Which does create that metagame, right? And then people know, okay, they got Hobbit stealth, so how do we deal with that? I don't know. How do you deal with that?
I'm sure there's cancels, and I'm sure there's every event they play costs 2 extra Twilight or whatever it's going to be. So anyways, I'm excited. This is the conclusion of Block 1. Next time we'll be opening a box of 2 towers. We'll be building decks with a whole new start over.
You want to throw up our schedule? Bryce, are you still with us?
Yeah.
You want to throw up that schedule? Because next week, we're taking a break from Lord of the Rings to do none other than Wheel of Time, the collectible card game.
Another oldie.
Game that we have never played before. At least I have never played. You kind of learned it.
I got a half game the other day.
But notably, also, we're starting Marvel Champions on Monday. If anybody has interest in that, it's going to be super fun. We're playing Sinister Motives, which is the Spider-Man themed stuff. I think the Spider-Man pocket of Marvel is probably the best.
It's very good.
I would say it's probably
well, a lot of
the
people
best.
love X-Men too. I mean, that's
Oh yeah, well you can't. That's a whole different. It's on a different level.
Yeah.
X-Men hits right in the field. It's like dinosaurs.
I was asking if we'll stream the draft. I think we might stream the Draft Cube creation because we'll take all these products we open, and that'd be a fun process to go
That would
through.
be fun, yeah. Then on Tuesday, Flesh and Blood, we're gonna be starting a series about how to beat certain things. So just like the Lord of the Rings, right? We could have a series like how to beat the Moria Swarms deck or whatever. So we're doing that for Flesh and Blood. Zach's getting ready for a pro tour, competitive, serious play. I will be foiling his ideas. He'll be telling us how to beat Chain, and I'll be listening. Then we got Ashes Reborn introducing part 2 on Wednesday. Join us for that. That was the part 1 was quite good.
If you haven't seen part 1, we did that yesterday. And if you've ever been interested in Ashes, or if you're looking for an incredible card game, absolutely stunning cards, that is really not that expensive and also not that hard to keep up with in terms of the pacing and release, check that one out. It's a phenomenal game.
And then finally, like we said, Wheel of Time CCG on Thursday, and that's gonna be a wild one. I can tell just from looking at the cards that this is gonna be a weird one. I'm ready.
It is.
All right,
Let me tell you.
Thank you. We're gonna be back with Lord of the Rings probably in a couple of weeks, maybe week after next. I think we might just do one Wheel of Time probably.
Yeah, I think so. Also, if you want to know when that's happening, sign up for a community text. There's social media too and all that business, but this is a way to get messages directly from me about what's going on. And I'm not very spammy, but you can text in, you get a response, reply with the games you want to follow. If you want to follow these specifically, just say throwback, and we'll get you down and make sure you're aware of when this is coming back. But we will be back doing 2 Towers at some point soon. All right, folks, and join our Discord, would you? Discord's a great place. It's where some of the great people in the chat are on a daily basis. Ton of Lord of the Rings TCG chat happening right now. All right, take care. We'll see you next week, I hope.